Okay, here we go. Gaming. The Sultan of Sparkling Water has logged on, and honestly, how could we not? How could we not? Oh, baby. You gotta give it a try. I have indeed seen Dan's monstrosity of a run. So, just to give you, like, my morning. Around 8:30, you know, came into my office while I was doing some administrative stuff. I put on Daniel's stream for a little bit. He was 45 minutes into a Maggie run and just taking like an unbelievable, like an egregious amount of time. I recorded an episode, came back, he was still on it. Recorded another episode, came back, he was still on it, ate lunch, came back, and he was still on it. Like, he's now approaching a 3-hour-long run, and the best part about it is that the only reason it's taken that long is he wanted to make sure that he went on the alt path, but he took Golden Teleporter, which gave him an error room, which gated him out from the alt path. So in order to keep the run moving, he had to find the R key, which he actually managed to do against all odds. Let me put it this way. It's very impressive. I did not mean to use that. That's my mistake. Does the accomplishment have merit? The jury's still out on that one. But at the very least, you must admit that it's incredibly impressive. No questions there. He does have 760 coins. It also kind of, like, it made me realize, I find it very hard to watch other people play Isaac unless they play it exactly the way that I play it. Like, even, Chibley's asleep so we can talk smack. But when Chibley, oh, excuse me. We can just go lights. Oh, and we could go alt path, man. We could give it a try. When I watched Chibley play Isaac, and he was just like, I don't know what the heck is going on. And he was walking into enemies and stuff like that. I was like, I can't watch this. It's just, like, it's not even that it's, like, oh, it's so painful. It's just, like, it's so different. I put myself too much in the driver's seat, right? Because I played so much of the game myself. As you can tell from the damage that I took there just by being impatient. Freeze him. But, watching Dan, even just him being 45 minutes into the run, and, like, literally, like, he had Dr. Fetus, and he was blowing up every single rock to try to get, don't hit me! He was blowing up every single rock to try to get a crawl space, and then when people were asking him, like, why are you blowing up every single rock to get a crawl space? He was like, because I want the R key. Which doesn't even factor into the crawl space. So, like, that was at the genesis. That was at, like, the tip of the iceberg on that run. The fact that it's still going onwards from that point, I mean, it's in many ways just mind-boggling. He needs to watch his own tips and tricks video about how to speedrun. That was 2.5 hours ago. I know, man, it's crazy. It's not jealousy at all. I'm envious of the fact that he has the kind of attention span to keep that going. You wouldn't have known it based on the hood stream we did on Friday, but, you know, different strokes tickle different folks, I suppose. It's just, it's not for me, I suppose. I'm after different things in the game. It is an incredible show of patience, no doubt about that. It's like one of those Guinness Book of World Records that you're like, you know, it's most times standing on one leg, and you're like, I don't know if I would ever do it myself, but I got to acknowledge, you did stand on one leg for a long time. I would love to see him be able to donate, like, enough money to his donation machine to actually clear it out, though. Like, because it's at, like, 200 or something like that. If he could get it to 900, that would be hilarious. I think it probably exploded on him, but... Oh, no, 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 no! Alright, now we know it exists, though. Okay, lots of great pills so far. Loving the pills. Hey, there we go. Something useful. I would still like to go to our item room. I know we could get a planetarium, but... the master of diagonal walking has logged on. He's so good. Just one sec, one sec. Owned. Owned. Diagonal walking, baby. Pop, pop. And I'll do it again. Okay, now we blow you up. We try to purchase a key. Steam sale's pretty good. We could buy a key. Yeah, I'm glad so many people enjoyed... Oh, there's no key for sale. I'm glad people enjoyed Gardic Phone yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I didn't expect to get 1 cent out of that. That's a little rude, quite honestly. It was a very good time, very fun stream. Yes, you're a genius. Yes, we've become the Lost. Okay, hold on. You mad genius. Now we can get 8 cents. By getting that 8 cents, we can buy BOGO bombs. And then we were forced, basically, to go to the next floor. But still, that was pretty good. Yeah, Guarded Phone was a lot of fun. It's one of those games where, like, it's so much fun that I'm like, we gotta put almost, like, the brakes on it immediately, because otherwise we're gonna, like, Bill Murray Groundhog Day, like, straight into doing, like, 6 hours of it, and then, like, I worry it could become one of those games for sure where people are like, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen, and then we play too much of it over the course of 2 weeks, and people are like, never play it again, I hate it. I'm sick of it. So, rest assured, it will return. You gotta exercise a little self-control, I think. Get owned. I'm owned, I'm owned. Look at even the trinket fly can't chase it down, dude. It's... Thank you, fear shots. This is hell, dude. Get owned. Thank you, saved. I can't believe we didn't get hit there. I was trying to get out of the way, and I just got stuck on a rock. After that beautiful room, that's what I did to myself. I used all of my powers. It's alright. We gotta be the Lost here anyway if we want to do alt path. Mind you, the run is a little not that good right now. Alright, never mind. We'll just start another one. No big deal. It's not like we had anything of merit there regardless. I think we were pretty much running default strats. I'm gonna turn into the Lost. Anyway. Don't get hit by these guys. Come on. You're turning me into greedier mode right off the bat. I'm like, I don't have the capabilities to kill these enemies without taking damage. Okay, that one I definitely did. I'm wondering how many comments you got on that Abaddon doesn't prevent deals with the devil play you made on today's show, or on today's episode. I'm just gonna be honest with you, like, I only scroll down to see, like, the top 20 to 30 comments on the average Isaac episode. Pretty much all of them for the last 6 months are just some variation on Pog, or alternatively, like, Egg and Baby in the Morning is my favorite show of all time. All the, like... Basically, anytime someone is like, you know, hits you with a criticism of like a relatively minor gameplay mechanic and is like, comic book guy, I sure hope somebody got fired for that blunder, they end up down in the trunk. They don't even get seen. X has been real quiet since Y dropped. Exactly, man. Exactly. Dunky, dunk, dunk, dunk. It's like I've reached a point where it's like, a lot of the, especially with new content, the backseating and repentance can actually be really helpful. But when, sometimes I just, you hit a point where people are like, hey, when you have like these 7 items that you're gonna get in conjunction, like literally one time, when they work together, this is how it works. So like, you know that for next time. And I'm like, bro, there ain't gonna be a next time for this, you know? There's like, we had to get like 15 different items here just to get this thing to work. The odds of it happening again are infinitesimal. Whenever NL says, hey now, I expect him to talk about French fries. Hey, got a second? Hey, drop one of your French fries on the ground. Hey, just drop a French fry. Can you drop one of your fries for me? Don't attack me, please. Just drop a fry. No, no, there's no escape! We escaped. Owned. This is actually the most difficult boss for like this phase of the game. Playing as Tainted Jacob doesn't help, admittedly. Toughens you up a little bit. Don't kill Tainted Jacob! No! For what? We're out of here. What about a Jeffrey Tambor? Hey now? Hey now! Dude, one of the most underrated shows of all time. People do not put the respect on the Larry Sanders Show that the Larry Sanders Show deserves. It's actually an all-timer great comedy. I'll tell you, I've never seen it, but it's about 100 times better than Gravity Falls. Guaranteed. Maybe on the level of a BoJack Horseman. Run. Escape. Not true. You don't need to hit me with the not true. You've never seen an episode of the Larry Sanders Show, and I've never seen an episode of Gravity Falls. Let's stop kidding each other. Let's just say things that reinforce our original biases and move on. It's the way it's designed to work. I know you've never seen an episode of the Larry Sanders Show because it came out in the 1990s. People are of the opinion these days that, 1990s, good shows only started coming out in 2003. Unless it's anime, in which case Cowboy Bebop originally started airing in 1996, repeated, of course. Okay, down to the next floor. Back in the 1900s, back in the 20th century, man. Wait, no. Yeah. The late 1900s. Whoa. Let him have it, King. Seinfeld, I don't care who knows it, man. I got 2 controversial takes today, okay? Actually, I invented a new character. I'm not sure if it's in tomorrow's Isaac episode, but it is, guy who braces himself thinking that all of his takes are controversial, but actually his takes are like the least controversial thing of all time. So he's a guy who would be like, man, I'm tired. Internet's put the muzzle on me. If you want to cancel me, go ahead. I'm sick of being masked. What is my take? I think people should drink 8 glasses of water a day. Or maybe, like, not. Maybe they should just drink, like, as much as they need to not feel thirsty or whatever. And I'm sick of people telling me I can't say it. Something like that. Guy, the character is guy who is afraid of being canceled for very pedestrian takes, I guess, is the joke. But I got some controversial takes. Here's controversial take number 1. Barramundi, most underrated fish on the planet. Go ahead, cancel me. Never heard of it? Give it a try, man. Or don't, whatever. What's barramundi? It's like it's an offshoot of Chilean sea bass that's farmed in an environmentally friendly way instead of overfished to extinction. Oh, what? You gonna cancel my show now? Cause I'm saying the truth? So barramundi, good fish. Second take. Seinfeld, pretty good show. Pretty good show. That's Seinfeld. Holds up for the most part. Okay, let me out. Really big shoe. Really big shoe. You're finished. Good, man. We're rising up. I'm sick of being cyberbullied and not being allowed to say that barramundi's a good fish or that Seinfeld is like a pretty good TV show. It's a good character. Thank you. Would you be so inclined as to say +2? Did I say slay? Go ahead, cancel me. So I don't really know if like Nod Leaf is the play. I did think long and hard about like not taking it because it's kind of boring. But if it somehow leads to a run in which we can actually win, even if we have to stand still, I think I would welcome it. Very important to remember. Very important to remember here. If you touch this guy to become the Lost, you don't get Holy Mantle, and we're gonna demonstrate that right now. Wasn't an accident, that was on purpose. Why am I even going on the alt path, man? I got nothing. Well, actually, it's not that bad. Why'd you do it like that? Because it's confusing, okay? I'm sorry. Wow, thank you for showing me. Yeah, that's all I ask is for thank yous. All I ask is for your undying praise. Drop a fry? Just one fry, please? All I'm saying is, like, if we're talking about fish that are like pack one, pick one, if I see a barramundi in the rare slot, I'm taking it pack one, pick one. It's a build around. We got our HelloFresh this week. No free samples, which I know is the next question. There was cheddar crusted chicken. Sounds good. Also sounds like more work than I want to do on a Monday where I already had done a lot of domestic duties. There was some kind of, it was like spiced salmon and quinoa. And I was like, that's last pick, sorry to say. No disrespect to salmon. Little disrespect to quinoa. And then, third option, Spanish-style barramundi with a yellow pepper gastrique. I said to myself, yes, that's the one. That's the one. Dude, that's... I don't even... Why the heck does... Don't... Sorry, I had to get a little sip of the potion before I say this other hot take. What... Why does quinoa exist when couscous is simply better in all ways, except possibly... you know, it might not be as good for you, but couscous, delicious. Wait, now that I think about it, wait, I forgot. Quinoa is a grain and couscous is a pasta, right? That explains it. Now that I think about it, it makes perfect sense. All right, moving on. I will take the member card. My hot takes are too strong for you, traveler. That's a good item, man. That's a good item. You can't handle my strongest takes, traveler. My strongest takes would stun lock a blue check, much less a Twitch affiliate like you. Please, I need your strongest takes. I'm looking for something to dunk on. My strongest takes would baffle Jake Tapper. Much less a knave such as yourself. Sorry, I'm I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out where the secret room could be, and it's a weird one. So you gotta give me a minute here. You could do the boss trap room. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I like the enthusiasm. That's all I could ask for, is that you like the enthusiasm. Wait, why am I here? This sucks. This is terrible. I can't even use any freaking bombs to do it either. Because I gotta save all the bombs to try to get Holy Brimstone, which I'm gonna die 2 seconds after I pick it up regardless. Is a good item, though. Don't do the thing where you jump, please. That's what bothers me, is when you do the thing where you jump. Like that one, for example. Now he's so freaking unpredictable, man. There we go. You're unpredictable. Oh. Alright, don't get... Easy, boss. Easy-ish, boss. Very simple. Very simple. I know exactly how to play. We just wait for him. Look at that. Burn your momentum. I don't like it. I gotta calculate the tangent of the curve. Owned. Get owned. Get owned. How did you dodge that? You just go straight up and down. I hate to do this. I'm becoming Dan on this run. Dan in real life. I gotta shoot all the poops. I gotta figure out the possible location of the secret room. It's not, this is confirmed not stalling. The secret room cannot be there, because on the other side we got this blocking it. The secret room also cannot be betwixt the item room and the second secret room. So there is this. Okay. Okay, very clever. Very smart. Very swag, I like it. We need to get 14 cents on 4 bombs. It would be a great time to see 4 cents. Be a great time to see 4 cents. I bought a bomb. After all that, I bought a bomb. It's time to become the Joker. The battery beggar will be exploded. Then I will enter the mirror realm. 4 cents, try again. We need to get at least 5 to make up for that error in judgment. Well, it paid for itself. We gotta go back into the mirror realm, dude. It's the only way. I don't know, I might find myself fighting the boss. You wouldn't get it, Murray. Get owned. That's not owned. I'm owned. Please. Petrified poop. I never do this, man. I never go to this extent. Check the shop. Hashtag he doesn't know that the shop in the mirror realm is always empty. Because it's a cruel joke. Rude. It does have a keeper in it? Oh. That I did not know. Hashtag I doesn't know? I mean, we've come this far. We might as well. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere. No, 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 no. You should be dead, dude. You should be dead by now. Saved. Pageant boy? Poopy? Poopy? Mommy? We're at 15 minutes on the 3rd floor. That's how you know, like, we kind of gone off the rails here. Now, the secret rooms in the alternate dimension are always empty, I think. So we're coming up mighty tight against it here. That's correct. All right. Well, we'll check the shop very briefly. We might as well try. Like, it's not a nickel keeper, but all we're gonna do is blow up the donation machine regardless. So we need to find a way to get 10 cents. Oh, dude! If we do it backwards, it's only an OK symbol and then 5. It's 05, baby. 5 cents. Or 2 cents, even better. Alright, well, I think we got to accept that we're out of here. Unless this poop pays out, we're pretty much done. It hurts to not be able to get Holy Brim, but it is what it is. Let's move on. Let's get some momentum. Been to both secret rooms. We out of here. Blow up buckets. You're watching the wrong stream. So we will head down 1 floor. Yeah. We'll head down 1 floor. Then get a bomb and take it to the other... Yeah, we'll continue on the alt path. No problems. This is very much not F. This is totally fine. The alt path room could have golden rocks in it. You're basically at the point where you're just like, you know, buying lottery tickets is a smart idea because somebody's got to win. Like, that's the level of stats that we're on right now. No, that's okay, actually, probably. I mean, this run is totally fine. Don't forget, we got Nod Leaf on the last floor. We got some positivity here, man. Golden Horseshoe? Isn't the Golden Horseshoe like what they call the Toronto, Hamilton, London, Ontario corridor? I.e. the only part of the country that Canadian politicians have to pander to. Anyway, moving on. No, the Golden Triangle is from Tropic Thunder. And also probably the real world, now that I think about it, but probably most well known from Tropic Thunder. Actually, it's from Zelda. Her name was Zelda. One day she said to me, "Honey, do you want to join the Columbia Record Club?" And I said, "Hold on, baby. I'm not ready for that kind of commitment." So we broke up and I never saw her again, and that's just the way things go. You know what I'm talking about? -2? I didn't write the song. Take it up with Weird Al Yankovic, dude. Help me. In Albuquerque. Yeah, exactly. I need to... Okay, like, stop me if this is too much to ask for. I need the best item in the game. What if you just gave me, like, the best item in the game right here? Stop this too. Okay. I'll settle for second best item. That's reasonable. Thank you. Thank you. Best I can do is 7 seals. I'm going to a different pawn shop. We moving. We moving. Best I can do is Brother Bobby. It's freaking useless, man. Well, actually, they buffed it. Now, instead of being dog crab tier, it's human crab, which we know you're a huge fan of. I'll make the joke so you don't have to make it yourself. Wouldn't want you to get sciatica. Bro. I'm dead immediately. Okay, start me again. Best I can do is Brother Bobby. Moving on. Ooh, almost got me. I already have sciatica. So I had sciatica yesterday. I just got over it. Like, forehead. Have you considered just, going for, like, a long walk? Like, one of the reasons I didn't get up from stream yesterday, like, I streamed the 5 hours straight. I mean, one of the reasons, obviously, is just because I'm built differently. But another reason is that I was getting, like, a weird, like, electrical pain down my right leg after I stood up. And then I thought maybe if I just sat down for, like, a few hours, it might cure me, right? Then it didn't. So I was like, I don't know, I think I'm gonna be like couch-ridden today. I'm gonna have to, like, I'm not gonna be able to take the baby out for a nice long walk, which is like one of the fatherly duties I most look forward to. And then I just said, nah, whatever, I'll just do it anyway. And it, like, maybe 2 minutes into a 90-minute walk, it stopped hurting. So I don't know if, like, there's medical scientists watching this stream right now. If there are, you may study me. It will cost you $1 million per hour. How does that sound? Al Pacino yelling sciatica over and over. You're gonna laugh. I had the exact same joke in my head. Al Pacino from Dog Day Afternoon. Then the cops are like, why are you robbing the bank? And he's like, because I got sciatica! 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 If you haven't seen Dog Day Afternoon, that makes two of us. But it's a very important moment in American film. Good movie, man. Good movie. Jesse, what are you talking about? No, I'm talking about American cinema, Mr. White. Whatever. I'm glad you hit me. I didn't want these items anyway, right? What was in this shop? Let's go check. Wait a minute. I'll go check. Nah, we're out of bear claws. Well, in that case, what do you have? All I have is this box of 12 starving, crazed weasels. I said, all right, I'll take that. Oh, baby. Range up. Range up, by the way? More like the malding of Isaac? I don't feel that mauled right now. Definitely bald, but not that mad. I would describe this as not malding. He's not mad? It happens. Bro, I don't have any keys. You know what? Maybe it's time to cut our losses and just do a normal run. Dog Day Afternoon is based? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I love Al Pacino. He's been in a lot of really bad movies, and I think there are... Al Pacino is kind of like the thinking man's Nicolas Cage. And that's not meant as an insult to Nicolas Cage. But, like... He really is an actor. I don't think he has nuance. I think he just has volume. And when that volume is applied to the right project, then he's an excellent actor. Like, he's amazing in Heat, for example. But then in something, I know we've gone on this before, is probably... I guarantee, like, this is somebody's favorite movie, so I apologize. But in Scent of a Woman, it's just like, it's an embarrassing performance. And I know that he won the Best Actor for it, but still, like, is honestly, like, cringe incarnate. But that's my favorite movie. In Like Flint, that's my favorite movie. NL, have you watched Mythic Quest? No, I refuse to get Apple TV. Any show on... How good could a show on Apple TV be if it's on Apple TV? Wouldn't a real studio have picked it up by now if it was that good? That being said, I kind of do want to see Ted Lasso. I hear a lot of people have told me it's one of the best shows of the decade. People in chat right now are saying it's schmackin'. which is the highest compliment you could possibly give. I don't know about best of the decade, but it was pretty fun. Well, I mean, like, it's not like there's any other good shows that have come out this decade, man. Orange is the New Black, Season 5. That's about it. That show sucks. I mean, I never thought I would say it, but I'm kind of sick of Poussey. Wait, where are we at here? Cellar 2. Cellar 2. Sorry. Why did I even go? Dude, what am I doing? Just take me and just do a normal run, man. Just live your life in normalcy. I'm not going down to the alt path this time. Who's your actor of the decade? Probably, I would say Lucas Crookshank. You may find yourself saying, who is Lucas Crookshank? He played Fred in the movie Camp Fred. Never heard of it? Yeah, it's like boomer YouTube. Fred was a little kid who talked in an intentionally sped up voice. There were 3 of those movies. Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. I remember reading an article in like 2000... Might have been 2009. Like, how I came to know that there were like people making YouTube videos and not just YouTube videos that happened to be like people's like family footage of like grandpa falling down the basement stairs. One of my housemates got really into watching Phil DeFranco's vlogs in like 2009. And I was like, what the heck? There's people doing this, like, for money? And then I looked up, like, biggest channel on YouTube, and it was Fred. And I remember reading an article that was like, Fred, the actor behind Fred, makes $80,000 a year. And I was like, what? It was a simpler time, where the biggest YouTube channel on earth made $80,000 a year, and was just like a dude in his mom's house, going like, so I was at the store the other day, and now Ryan's Toy Reviews, he's making like $27 million a year. He's got his own freaking like go-kart game and stuff like that. He's got his own line of... Isn't it a conflict of interest that Ryan's Toy Reviews happens to come out with some toys of his own? Seems a little bit suspicious to me is all I'm saying. You seeing these dodges, dude? Like, this is next level. Anyway, big ups to Ryan. Met him at VidCon last year. Had a couple of drinks together. It was a good... He's probably my best friend in the industry right now. Sorry, Indie Mouse. Don't hit me, though. It could happen, man. There could be a Ryan's Toy Review controversy. Like, imagine if he gave his own toy a 10 out of 10. You'd be like, what the heck? I can't trust you. Dan is still in the shop using his D20 for the past hour. The man has a problem. Like, I wasn't just being facetious when I was talking about how last week, like Dan, and this is not meant to be super insulting. Well, it's meant to be a little insulting, but not super insulting. But one time, I do remember Dan telling me that, like, his #1 pet peeve was, like, when other people don't respect his time, which is really funny looking back on it. But He occasionally, I'm not, he could, you know, we have co-op tomorrow, he can come to bat for himself. I accused him of having late person psychology last week, but I do believe it. Because, like, when a person who's punctual shows up on time, they never ask for praise, you know? They just, like, show up and they're like, I'm here when we're supposed to be here. But people who are routinely late, they show up like 30 seconds early, and they're like, you didn't think I could do it. I'm like, no, you really just had to get in your car like 10 minutes earlier than you normally do. It's pretty attainable. But I think Dan's late person psychology also manifests in Isaac. By the time he realizes that he has to start rushing, he's already like a standard deviation later than you would want him to be. So on a run where he has completely given up on any sort of temporal constraint, like he may be there for weeks, possibly. Proptosis is ruined now, but a ruined Proptosis is still better than 90% of the items in this game. I mean, when you're going slower on an Isaac run than Mouth, I mean, you said it right there. I was just reading it out of chat. I didn't come up with that. Whoop. Get me out of here. I got your plausible deniability right here. Chad, why would you say something so rude like that? I can't believe you would say that. Sheesh. Don't hit me. I don't know how to deal, dude. Like, the worst thing they ever did in this game was make more kinds of flies than just the default. When there were only default flies, I had such unbelievable confidence. Now they got, like, you know, the freaking corn flies, they got the weird green flies, they got the orbital flies that are just impossible to dodge. Like, it can't be done. That was honestly, like, just a great shot. I feel a little bit disrespected. However, that was the first time in Earth's history that Slipped Rib has ever done anything. So there's a lot to like there. Okay, hold on. Orbital fireflies. I'd take 1,000 shots from 10,000 bugs. People kind of got on me, by the way. I made a comment about... I'm taking both here. I made a comment about... and if you're going to cancel me for this, then just go ahead. But I made a comment about how... Owl City's kind of garbage. And then people, like, went off on me, man. Like, one guy was like, I can't believe that you would insult Owl City like this. I thought we were all under the opinion... I mean, Glass Cannon is pretty good, but... I thought we were all under the opinion that... like, Owl City freaking sucks, man. I have a music degree and you're right. Just you saying that is the first time that I've considered the possibility that I could be on the wrong side here. Like, Owl City, I'm gonna hit it with the greatest insult I could give it, which is that it's grocery store music. I'm not saying there are no songs that I like that can be played in grocery stores. However, no song played in a grocery store is good. Full stop. Anytime I'm at the grocery store, all I hear is like, feel the rain on your skin, no one at... So love me like you do, love me like it... I'm only happy when it rains. You know, it's just like, okay, that one's not bad, but that's the reason I haven't heard it in 10 years. There might be one good grocery store song. And that's Groove is in the Heart by D-Light, but that's it. And even that's a bit of a stretch. Steely Dan is grocery store music? Yeah, maybe if you shop at, like, the coolest grocery store of all time, i.e. Trader Joe's. I lost faith in grocery store music. When I went to, this is like maybe last year, I went to the grocery store and they were playing a cover version of Sheryl Crow's Soak Up the Sun. And it wasn't like an age thing. It wasn't like, man, I don't remember when the original came out. It was literally just like, why would you cover this song? It's like, and they covered it and made it like even more gentle than it already was in the first place. And it's like it's the least offensive song ever made. Yeah, it's Muzak. I'm like, who was out there going, like, I'm just so freaking twisted up over it, man. For two reasons. One is, where does the demand come from? Like, who was out there going like, oh, you know what I really want to hear is like, could you take a Sheryl Crow song but make it like a little less edgy? I don't believe that person exists. And then who out there is like on the supply side, like, man, I'm really passionate about this Soak Up the Sun song, but I don't know, maybe we could just use like an easy listening version of it, even though it's already the easiest listening that's ever been listened. Oh, okay. I didn't hit the button. That's freaking deadly, man. Saved. Kill Esau? But he ain't heavy, man. He's my brother. Get owned. 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 Okay, we're free. We're free. That was scary, but we made it. I forgot Brimstone has freaking, it's got a hitbox now. Anyway, long story short, grocery store music. If we're saying take it or leave it, I'm leaving it, no question. Huge? No. Yeah, I don't know anything about Ed Hardy. If they make an HBO documentary about Ed Hardy, I will watch it, because I'll watch an HBO documentary about anything on Earth. Do you guys watch that that documentary about OxyContin on HBO? They had a guy on there that, like, his doctor prescribed him for his back pain 25 OxyContin 160 milligram pills twice a day. They literally, his doctor was like, you know what would be freaking sick? You know what would hit you in the right way? 50 OxyContin pills a day. Is he dead? No, he's like, I mean, I don't want to say he's chilling, but he's not dead. I should not have taken that range down. And they did the math and they were like, oh, he was taking the equivalent of like 200 hits of heroin every single day, just taking these pills. The dude was saying it took him like 15 minutes 2 times a day just to get him down. Like, it's crazy. I guess he is like an or he's like a recovering heroin addict, I guess, and like his opiate tolerance is just through the freaking roof. Okay, well, just he just ate that whole brimstone laser, I guess. Well, I'm bad and I'm gonna lose. There's too much happening. Free him. You got the safety. Okay, we're alive. /marker. I hate it.